it's snowy again, and this is another continuation of the gameplay of RPG classes, but with add-ons, extra add-ons. And last time I did leave off with only going through werewolves and vampires, and so I went on and decided, like, let's see what we can do to enhance banshees, druids, and humans. Because being a human, don't get me wrong, it's boring. So I decided to enhance it a little bit, and I have decided to enhance it with FurCraft, which you already know, ChewMingo, which you already know, ChewMingo's wings, and with the extra add-on, RPG classes. Not classes, RPG. There we go. RPG skills is the add-on that will be more focused for the human. And not only that, but I have also added another add-on being spell classes or spell books, which is this book right here. The add-on is called Spellbooks, and those are the add-ons I decided to put together. And just to do a quick look of all of the add-ons together, because apparently I cannot get the name right for the life of me. We're going to come down to resources, and these are all the add-ons I have together. RPG skills, which is the focus, spellbooks, wings, FurCraft, Morph gauntlet, and RPG classes. Okay, yep, I mixed that up. RPG skills is the main one, and yeah, there you go. So yes, Morph gauntlet, spellbooks, and RPG skills have been added to this list. And what all these together are intended to enhance the gameplay of RGB classes of the werewolf, the vampire, the druid, the banshee, and the human. And I already know I showed the werewolf skill, like for werewolves. However, I did put on the extra thing of, for werewolves, their skills, which should be based on earth. And you can just click to attack any ground, because I feel like werewolves need to have a skill. Currently that did nothing because I'm in creative. There we go. I'm so sorry, puppy. And that is the power of the earth spell. There's many spells in this book. Of Stone Fist, Entom, Stone Body, Select, Stalactite Drop, and Earthquake. So that gives some abilities to the werewolf. And for vampire, I gave their skill a Necrobook as well. They're dead and they should control the dead. And like they demand, they control other undead things. So they have Skeleton Army, Undead Horde, Corpse Explosion, Death Ward, Death Coil, all this stuff. I'm not gonna go through all the magics because you can look up other reviewer stuff. This is just to showcase what will look good together. But one of them was here, Skeletal Army, and I just feel like, yep, this goes well with the vampires. Even though they're breaking my stuff. I should have done this away from there. It's fine. I'm gonna fix this real quick. I didn't know they would still attack armor stands. But yeah, so now you know if you do have an armor stand, they're gonna absolutely destroy it. Since I guess they count as entities. So that makes sense. So yeah, that book is, I would say, is for vampires, in my opinion. These are the wings I think the vampire should have, as well as the dragon wings. These wings here are nature wings. I thought would look good for druid. After going through it, they have with the leaves and the branches for it, as well as the Morph gauntlet, where you could tame animals and become them. This will be the same for the vampires, but only for them as bats. Nothing else, in my opinion. The only thing with the druid will be the teleporting thing, because there is multiple functions that has to do with shifts. So unless you want to change that, I would suggest you do so. And let me take this off. Put this back on here. Also, as well as the vampire, because you will burn, I do suggest you wear like a leather cap. For the banshee, I put Shadowmancer and fire. Shadowmancer because, well, they're like a ghost and they're like shadows. Why didn't I give them a necro book? It just didn't seem fitting. It did seem fitting. And for the banshee, I gave, if you want to be a bad banshee, you can be a fallen angel. Want to be a good banshee, I guess you can be an angel, even though I know they're like two different beings, which, you know what, it's my imagination. And banshees are evil. Emirates is for it, so you know where they get the dark wings. And plus, they're also like scary and like they probably cause destruction, which is why I gave them Shadowmancer and fire. Same reason why druids, you know, you control the elements, they get hurt by fire. Why would they have fire magic? Same with vampire, they get hurt by light. Again, why would they have fire magic if it produces light? In a sense, that's just how my logic works. Oh, and for druids, I gave them the druid book, the water book, and the air book. With the morphing gauntlet, this is also a reason why I didn't give them the earth book, because they literally have a book for druids. And for humans, I decided to give them the arcane book, which is magic, and the light book, which is like the opposite for vampires. So they have shadows, and also opposite for banshees, since they have death. Actually, switch it around. Banshees have shadows, vampires have death. There we go. And so they need something to protect themselves as well. And also for extra, they have RPG skills, since RGB classes does not allow them to have skills like the others, besides like the physical skills. So humans can have way to level themselves up and give themselves buffs, since this add-on, RPG classes, doesn't really offer that too much, which is understandable. So this is how the wings would look if you were a druid. I'm just going to take these, put these on my back. Oh, I didn't know this, but the wings give you extra abilities. So that's cool. Looks like it gives you haste, so druids will be like strong miners then, if you ever so wanted to be a druid with wings. wings do? Do they do anything? Okay, no. So they just allow the banshee for flight. And like banshees are like ghosts, so I kind of figured that maybe they should have just a little bit more than just being able to like have the floating step thing. Like if they get like if they're able to like float walk or like have the ghost step ability, they might as well be able to fly. Same with the vampires. Druid is optional. And as for human, they don't have anything special other than magic, since I believe humans can like have learned skills. So out of these 5 classes, they are given extra buffs through wings and magic. And I've been at this for a little while, and I believe if you were to be any of the classes, you are still able to have the unlockable perks. So I already unlocked magnetic reach, but if I do this, I was a human testing this out, and now I will be a vampire. I'm doing this because it's nighttime and I know I won't burn. I should still be able to have unlockable perks. Yep, nope. I have to do everything again. Got it. So this is just base abilities that every class can get. But for humans, they could get like the extra skills of a human. Okay, so yeah, that's basically my small video of the add-on pack that would go well with RPG classes. And that is RPG Skills by PodCrash, Wings by ChewMingo, Morph Gauntlet by KuboStudios, FurCraft, and I think I said it all. Just to make sure, I will go to resources so that way you can get this as well. Oh, and Spellbooks. And they all work pretty fine together. I have ran into no issues. And yep. RPG Skills, Spellbooks, Wings, FurCraft, Morph Gauntlet, all for RPG classes. And that is my small video. Hope you enjoyed.